Have you ever pondered life's questions and wondered, how do you break bad? Well, today we're going to find out. Right, off the back of the epic final episode of Better Call Saul, today we're going to be doing a Breaking Bad universe special. Obviously, the first thing we're going to be doing is covering how to make blue sky. Well, at least the prop version anyway. We won't be making the real stuff here. And then we're going to do a little taste test of a couple other things from the Breaking Bad universe. So let's get started heating up our sugar for our blue sky. Just before we get on with heating our sugar, I'm actually just going to prepare our tray here. Obviously, this is what we'll pour it into, and I want to put this in the freezer first, just to get this down to temperature. Almost ready with this. We just now want to spray it with some non-stick cooking spray that'll run along it. This will just help release the sugar later. So let's measure out 2 cups, which is about that much. It's quite a lot of sugar, obviously. We'll get that into our pan. Into there, we're just going to add half a cup of water. Now, just give that little mixeroni to dissolve the water into the sugar. Now, at this point, you want to add some corn syrup. About 3/4 cups worth. Right, so at this point we want to get it on the hob and start dissolving everything. We'll keep stirring it until everything's dissolved nicely and smooth. And then what we've got to do is put a candy thermometer in there. Only once it's boiling though. And that we're going to be measuring to 285 degrees Fahrenheit, which is called the hard crack temperature, which is the temperature candy needs to get to in order to have that hard snap to it. Something to do with the structure of the sugar. You're going to have to ask the real Heisenberg why that works exactly like that. So this bit takes quite some time, so you're going to have to prepare yourself. And also make sure you have a little cup of water with a brush to brush down the sides to stop it crystallizing. This will help the clarity later on as well. Right, so we can see it's boiling nicely now. Let's put our thermometer in. And we'll wait till it gets to 285, you can see there. As I mentioned before, we've got to wipe down the sides with some water. This will stop, you can see all these crystals building up our solution from becoming cloudy. So we reached our necessary temperature. Now we need to add sky blue. So let's get a drop of that into our sugar. So let's mix in our blue colour now. Look at that. Right, so let's pour out our sky blue, or blue sky, whichever. Look at that. That is crazy. So we're going to chuck this into the freezer to help cool it down much quicker, as we're running out of time a little bit here. In the meantime, while this cools, let's have a look at some of the other foods in the Breaking Bad universe. So obviously the first thing we had to try was roof pizza. So we're just laying down these roofing felt, and then we'll eat the pizza off of this. Right, so we need to get our pizza on there and anger at Skylar not wanting to have dinner with us. Ugh, perfect. Ever since I saw that scene where Walter throws the pizza up on the roof, I've wanted to try the roof pizza. So we have finally come full circle and we can try it now. So there we go, our roof pepperoni pizza. Let's see what this is like. Okay, a bit crunchy because I've been picking up a few stones from the roof. So don't try this at home. And I feel like because it's been on the roof, it's better. It's like out of reach, you know what I mean? It's definitely more interesting than just having pizza on the ground. Roof pizza here is nice. We'll finish this later. Let's move on to our next food. Obviously, we couldn't forget the Cinnabon from Better Call Saul. So we've got some Cinnabon frosting here as well. And this is legit Cinnabon frosting. I can do a video on how to make this stuff in the future. But interestingly, they use cream cheese and lemon juice. But look at that bad boy. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's try this. I'm excited for this. I can tell you that for sure. Right, let's get this in us. That icing is delicious, and the actual bun itself is super good as well. Yeah, every time Saul was working at the Cinnabon, made me so hungry. So it's so nice to finally come and try this. But not least, before we check out our cook, obviously we've got to make Walter's angry PB&J with no crust. So let's do the jam on this side. Get that in there nicely. And then our peanut butter on the other side. Let's close that bad boy up. And I can't remember the scene exactly. I think he was making this. I can't remember who he was making this. Was it for himself or was it for Walt Jr.? Cut the crusts off. And I don't think he toasted it either. I think it's straight up just bread. Not expert at this. Okay, there's our PB&J with no crusts on, just like Walter makes. Let's try it. Very pleasant. Reminds me of being a kid. Not quite as nice as roof pizza, but that's pretty good still. Right, so the cookie's just about finished. Let's break it open and see what we've got. Oh, look at that. Jesse, we did it! Walter! Right, let's have a look at these crystals. Look how clear we got that. It's super, super nice. I'm quite excited to try this. It should be quite interesting as a crunch texture. I am the one who knocks. It's got no flavour, it's just sugar. I don't want to chew it because I feel like it's going to break my teeth. What's quite interesting is this is the same stuff they make breakaway bottles with for movies, because it breaks quite easily, obviously if you hit it. And so you can hit it on people's heads, and it's not glass. It's not going to cut you either most of the time. So yeah, it's really interesting stuff. So there's our bag of blue stuff. Heisenberg, watch out, we're coming for your job. Yeah, that was really interesting. I enjoyed that video. I wanted to try this for some time since I saw the series, because I was absolutely in love with that series. And Better Call Saul as well was epic. And the ending was just chef's kiss. It was super, super good. So I'm glad we got to sort of try these and see what this is like from that universe. It really brings you into it, which is quite interesting. Yeah, and well done, I mean, obviously, to everyone who worked in that show. Just absolute masterpiece. Seriously, seriously good stuff. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see me try next. Do you want to see more stuff from films, TV, or should we try come up with some other ideas as well? I've got some other stuff planned, so do let me know, and I read through everything you say. So yeah, very cool. Yum yum.